On this special episode of Now Loading News, we'll feature our Kina'ole Awards Banquet, learn more about tonight's honorees and their contributions to the Moanalua community, and a recap of tonight's highlights. That's what's next on Now Loading News.
From the campus of Moanalua,
in association with Minimac,
giving voices to stories untold.
We are Now Loading News.
Aloha and welcome back to another edition of Now Loading News. I'm Misty Griffith.
and I'm Ashlyn Tamora. Tonight we're here at the Honolulu Country Club for the 18th Annual Kina'ole Award Banquet, a moonlit night in Moanalua.
Kina'ole means doing the right thing at the right time, for the right reason, the right way.
The Kina'ole Banquet is a night where we celebrate and honor members who have made an impact on the Moanalua community.
For our first honoree, let's meet Sandra Miyama. The president of the Moanalua Alumni Association is being honored tonight for her involvement in Moanalua student activities.
Sandra Miyama, a 1986 Moanalua High School graduate, a proud mom, and an active community member, has always wanted to lend a hand.
Sandra, as a person, she is many, many great things. She's kind, compassionate, fun, always willing to do things with us and always willing to get us involved.
I can't imagine Sandra saying no to anything if she needed help, whether it was a committee or helping move houses or anything like that. She's always there for you.
For Sandra, she was involved early on. From different clubs and committees to being a cheerleader, it was apparent that she loved being a nā-menehune.
The one event that I remember, our competition, was we had to spell spaghetti using spaghetti noodles. So I would say that high school was a blast for me.
She helps organize functions. From high school, she was dedicated to the school as a cheerleader. She would go to all the events.
Some of our best memories with Sandra, she was a cheerleader in high school. Therefore, we knew every single cheer and we would do it. Like this one. We're big, B-I-G. We're bad, B-A-D. We're boss. B-O-S-S, B-O-S-S, boss.
From her commitment as a student to rallying the community, Sandra continued to lead with spirit, helping out with the annual Menehune Bash, Winter Craft Fair, and PTSA.
Sandra does a lot, or even has done a lot for Moanalua and the community. Currently, she is the president of the Moanalua Alumni Foundation, and she has attended every single Kina'ole event since it started because she knows it goes to a good cause.
Her efforts of bringing the community together is what truly demonstrates the idea of Kina'ole.
She does the right thing all the time. She's a property manager for some place. She will wear her name tag everywhere.
Anyone who goes to Moanalua is proud. So I always tell people I have blue blood running through my vein, which is a true Moanalua menehune. Really, I just love this school, and I will continue to give back as long as I have time.
Because she always does the right thing with love and compassion for anyone, community members, friends, family.
It's really more like a teacher, I'd say, where you get fulfilled by seeing people happy or people making a comment that they enjoyed it or they're glad that Moanalua put it on. And really, it's what Kina'ole stands for.
Without her, a lot of things wouldn't happen. As I mentioned earlier, kind of bringing people together. She's one of the few people who takes time out of her life, a lot of free time, and donates it to organizing these things. Sandra, you're the best. Thanks for taking us along for the ride.
Thanks for choosing us to be your friend.
Yeah.
We love you.
We love you.
Sarangi.
Moanalua High School, as well as the community, thanks and honors Sandra Miyama for her school pride, continuous contributions, and her love for others.
Sandra loved to be involved. It's interesting to get to look at how her pride for Moanalua has stayed the same throughout her life.
Next up, let's talk story with some of tonight's attendants to see what they have to say about what Kina'ole means to them as a member of the Moanalua community.
Oh, well, tonight is an outstanding night. It's an opportunity for us to recognize the community members, the friends of Moanalua High School, and those who embody the Kina'ole spirit, which is doing the right thing at the right time for the right reason.
I think as a teacher, I mean, that's part of the life lessons we're trying to teach anyway, along with our content area. So I think just this awards banquet allows us to be able to celebrate those that were able to do that and bring that to our students, our community, and really help us grow and get better.
I mean, if you put that together, or if you want to help people and you got time, it's for the right reason, right? It's always a good thing.
You should always be doing something that's right, even when no one's looking, because that's basically a value that will carry you throughout life.
Right? We do it for you, the students, and we hope that you guys carry on that tradition for everybody else.
It's everything that we need to do to live our life, to do it to help others and to be able to just be able to be a part of something to make a difference.
Growing up in Moanalua, I've learned that the people in the community are very supportive and are always willing to lend a helping hand.
Definitely, and it's important to help others out. Now, on to our next honoree. Let's hear more about how Saul Kolokukui Jr. made important changes in our Hawaii Department of Education.
Mr. Solomon Kolokukui Jr., or better known as Saul, started teaching at Moanalua in 1982.
Saul thrived, and he became one of Moanalua's most beloved teachers, coaches, class advisors, and just one of our most excellent educators that we've ever had.
I know he probably gave up many hours just besides just being a teacher, that, you know, that's what we should all be like.
The students, the parents, were all great. The faculty was really, really great. We enjoyed working with them. It was hard to leave during that time. I coached the cross country and track program. Those students I still stay in touch with, with some of them. And I was the class advisor for class of 1988, many moons ago.
Before leaving to be a principal at Likelike Elementary, the impact Saul made as a teacher and class advisor extended far beyond the classroom.
Solomon Kolokukui is a really close colleague and friend because we work closely together as teachers. We shared a lot of the learnings and challenges and growth as educators. So we have lots of fun memories together.
I think he impacted me because he's the ideal person. I think he, as a teacher and as a parent, epitomized what a Moanalua teacher is and should be like, you know, dedicated, doing things so unselfish. When I grow up, I want to be just like him. In a sense that, you know, being a very supportive person behind the scenes, and you don't need the recognition.
Even though his 8 years at Moanalua felt short, Saul's humble efforts have left an indelible mark on Moanalua's community.
Solomon Kolokukui really deserves to be honored. I'm so thankful that the committee selected him. He has selflessly dedicated and served, you know, the students of Moanalua, but also the students of the state of Hawaii.
What the students have taught me when I was here at Moanalua was that no matter how much you prepare for a lesson, it's the relationship that you have with your kids, with your students, determines the success. You can have the most beautiful lesson planned out, but if you don't have that relationship with your students, that lesson's going to bomb. That's what my students have taught me, is to believe in my skills and my ability, but also to have a great relationship with them. You can never take that back away. And that friendship to this day, I still have, you know, some that I still stay in touch with through social media.
Moanalua High School thanks and honors Solomon Kolokukui Jr. for his years of selflessness and dedication.
Being a teacher, class advisor, and principal, Saul has put an impactful role to the education we see today.
Seriously, I never realized how many people have contributed to the well-being of Moanalua. Now let's go to Malin Pereira to introduce our final honoree.
Thanks, Misty. Larry Park, a CSAP counselor and advocate for at-risk students, is being honored for his compassion and hard work.
Support from the administration, faculty, parents was a big help. Big help in working with student athletes and the at-risk students.
Mr. Larry Park started his career in education in 1983 at Moanalua High School and would then go on to become a CSEP counselor in 1989, focusing on helping to shape the future for many.
There were situations where I just wouldn't know how to work with a student or work with a parent, and I could always talk to Larry, and Larry would help me. He would either take the case from me and take care of it, or he would just give me some words of advice, or if I needed him in a meeting, he'd be there.
Through his diligent work, Mr. Park gave struggling students hope and a chance at a fresh new start.
Working with the students is a challenge, getting them to come to school, try their best, and never give up.
What I learned from Mr. Park is that everybody has a chance, and he gave students second chances, third chances. He gave them many chances to recover and just be the best that they could be.
Throughout his 24 years of working as a counselor, many memories were formed that will be cherished and remembered for a long time.
My senior year, my family actually moved out of district, and everybody was finding out, and they're like, okay, you need to change schools. And so Mr. Park was like, oh, I heard you guys moved, you need to change schools. And I was like, okay, I drop out. And at that time, I was like, ooh, I like make one deal. So the deal was that I attend school every day, don't miss any classes, and be on time. And I can continue to attend Moanalua. So that was kind of something that I didn't think I could do, but I did.
A counselor. I should check the buildings, the garage, the parking area. People that drive around. Who is this guy? I make the kids go in front of me. Get going. And I followed them back to the...
I knew that he cared. He was someone who cared and would be the first to call you out on your BS. But he would be the first to say, hey, good job, if you did something good. He did that. He did the right thing every time. He knew what to do, what to say.
Even since his retirement in 2012, the impact Mr. Park has made will forever be ingrained in the Moanalua community.
He's like a beacon of light for all of us. Even though we're adults, there's a lot of us who still think about him, who refer back to him, and even I know there's a lot of people who still contact him, but this is his legacy, and I feel like it should be known.
For his dedication and compassion, we thank and honor Larry Park for embodying the true meaning of Kina'ole.
So many of Mr. Park's students have gone on to successful careers solely because of his care and love for their education.
Wow, Mr. Park is truly the epitome of what Moanalua stands for, family and support.
Now let's watch a recap highlighting some of tonight's special events.
Aloha to the 18th annual Moanalua High School Kina'ole Awards Banquet.
Well, that's all for today's show. We hope you guys enjoyed this edition of Now Loading News. If you would like to see more, visit our website, nowloadingnews.com. And you can also follow our Instagram at MOHS_broadcast, as well as our TikTok at MOHS.broadcast. On behalf of the Now Loading News team, we thank you for tuning in. I'm Ashlyn Tamora.
And I'm Misty Griffith. And the loading is now
complete.